Oh, it's 6:20 Wednesday morning. I'm in the Granite on my way over to the plant. Pretty light traffic this morning. And I'm assuming I'm gonna try and do as many loads as I can today, which are probably gonna be 2. Might get lucky and be able to do 3. But I need to be at the plant gates in about 10 minutes. I'm about 14 minutes away, so I'll be a few minutes late this morning. So we'll see how today goes. Hopefully the guards could just ride with me, dump, ride back out, and I can leave and just try and make this turn as fast as humanly possible. But all the waiting comes trying to get in with the lineup of people sitting outside. So it's either going to be super busy day or super easy day. It never really seems to be much of an in-between. And then maybe I'll bring Tony some dirt or something. I know he's still doing a couple of projects. The rest of the guys should be in the plant here. They're going to end up having a meal around the rock. Use a skid steer, and then those he calls them gravel come-alongs. They look like the things used for concrete too. So, but those guys should be muscling it around while I'm going back and forth the whole time. But they don't have any 57 rocks, so we're using 3/4 clean. Because they have 3/4 base and 3/4 clean, so this is just 3/4 rock without, everything else in it. I kind of wonder why they don't call it 3/4 minus, because that's really what it is. It's the crusher dust and 1/4 and 3/4 and everything all mixed together. But they have 9 minus here, which is really cheap, and that comes right off of the main crusher. So when the haul trucks dump it in, that first crusher, the conveyor comes off and then goes into the other conveyors, which then, sort and stack it. And 9 minus comes right off of it, so it's 9 inches and less. And it's basically just fill rock, more or less. Pretty stable stuff. But SB2s, like, why do they call it SB2? I don't even know. I've never even asked. But then have Class 7 and then 3/4 base, then 3/4 clean and then 57 rocks. I haven't been doing this long enough to even understand what all these different ones are and their main purpose on it. Concrete rock kind of makes sense. That's 1.25 inches, but not everyone calls it concrete rock. Some people call it 1.25 inches or 1.5 inches, or 1.25 inches to 1.5 inches. It's all different. So sooner or later I'll kind of learn all of it, but I'm not too terribly far away now. I'm on a street called Parkway, making the slow trek in. So we'll see how today goes. Well, loading load number 2. Three-quarter clean. Two very full buckets. To the plant. Well, I was waiting there to bring my second load in. Things got all kinds of messed up. They spread the loads of gravel that I had already in there, and they're just sitting around waiting around, and it was going to be another 2 or 3 hours for me to even pull in there. So they just called it quits, and I went and parked the dump truck still loaded just to be back there in the morning, and then we can kind of resume tomorrow. We need that airbag for the red dump truck so they can use both dump trucks, but the airbag's not going to be here tomorrow now. And we got to wait for that. So tomorrow might end up getting a little bit screwed up, but we only be able to bring in 1 load of gravel every 4 or 5 hours, and that's not enough to do that. So I have a feeling we might skip tomorrow and resume back the next day after tomorrow, just so we can bring a couple loads in and have it there to be able to spread, so guys aren't just waiting around for me to get through to be able to even bring it in. So headed over to the farm right now. I'm on the bypass and stopped and filled up the truck real quick, and we got some work to do at the farm. Not terribly much, just you know, loading some odd and end stuff in the end dump, take to the dump, and then haul some scrap metal out, it sounds like, to scrap metal yard, and just kind of do that stuff for the rest of the day. So don't mind that one bit, it'll be easy. So I'm in my pickup right now, headed out there, and Josh is in the end dump, headed out there. So handle all that and probably call it an early day. It's not early enough to go fishing. It's 1:44 right now. Probably won't get done till at least 4 or so. And then Ash will be off at 5. Wish I could go fishing, but maybe we'll go for another scooter ride or something like that tonight. But the fair was all right, so gave us something to do last night. But I'm kind of antsy to go over to these rocks that's not terribly far from my house and try out, see if I can bobber fish for some bait, and then put that on a big pole and see if there's some catfish hiding along that rocky dike area where the, well, I guess you call it more like a levee where the road's at, and see if we can get anything good out of that spot. The only problem with that spot, it's all covered in spiders and snakes and stuff, because it's just a bunch of riprap placed on the side of what I guess would assume would be a levee. So might be great for catfish, but not very great for sitting out there. We'll just kind of have to see how all that stuff works out. So anxious to try it out and see how that spot goes. It'll be 7 minutes away from my apartment, but be over at the farm not too much longer, do all that stuff, and be a nice easy day. Well, Josh and I are out here at the farm loading junk up into the trailer. Just doing a little bit of cleanup on it. Trying to be delicate with this thing because we want to keep it. Got any wisdom of the day?
Yeah.
Thinking?
I can't share my wisdom. Then they'll be smarter than me.
We gotta have something for the viewers.
Don't drink downstream from the herd.
That a lot like don't eat yellow snow?
Yeah. Hey Brian, I know he said to put this hot water heater in the trailer, but it's metal. Did he mean to take it to the dump? But this wood, you can't burn that metal, you know what I mean?
Well, he wants to put the railroad tie in there. I think he was just saving time by throwing it in this one.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
I'll throw it in there.
Versus coming...
He said to throw that sheet metal in there too.
Yeah, I pulled it over with that wire. So when you pick up that wire, you can pick up the sheet metal at the same time.
He said to put that sheet metal in here with the wood though.
Well, shit, it can go with that wire now.
That's what I think.
Technically, you could set this aside, but you would have to walk over here to get it again.
I'll go ahead and load it.
All right. So yeah, just doing this for a little bit. she'll be done pretty soon. Won't have too much longer to do it all. This is our gooseneck end dump. Maybe we'll go fishing after. We'll see. Well, I had to go run around and do a couple more things, so it's 4:30 now. A little late to go fishing, especially when I got to be back at the yard at 5:30. So, damn, didn't get off at 3:30. So, just gonna have to try and get a little fishing in another day, especially when I got to be up so early, or at least be over at the yard so early. But everyone's slowing down for no reason. I'm over by the high school. But I'll go home, get something to eat, go to bed extra early, get a little extra sleep, then meet Ben and Josh at the office at 05:30. And then they're just gonna give me a ride to the truck where it's stashed at. And then I'll have to wait for the gate to open at 6:30 to try and be the first people into it. So, oh well, go fishing another day. But I'll wait for Ashley to get off work. I think we're gonna have tacos tonight, which would be nice. I love eating Mexican food all the time. And then be up early in the morning, so we will see you guys tomorrow.